These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Frank 26 question. How long will we have to exchange, in your opinion? The American dollar 30 notes are still legal tendered. They're from turn of the last century. We still have 30 notes, and they've never been expired. Frank says, but in this case, it's different. In my opinion, I think they'll probably give you within a year. Therefore, it could be a year, 6 months, or 3 months. Militiaman article quote says, encouraging the local currency and dealing with it in light of current economic conditions the country is experiencing, an important issue, especially with the government's intention to strengthen the Iraqi dinar against other hard currencies, especially the dollar. They're educating them, and all these things are fascinating. It's happening before our eyes. All right, Ray Wren 98 via baby's mom. Most recent anticipated opening rates as per Ray Dong 47 cents, Dinar $3.81. We won't know until the day we go to exchange what the current rate is. Pimpy question, article 140 HCL oil and gas RV ready. Pimpy says even if they pass that doesn't mean the RV is going to happen. That's what I keep telling people. There are people out there telling you, yeah, once the HCL oil and gas law passes, then we're going to see an increase in the exchange rate. They say that about everything. Well, the new budget, it's impossible for them to move forward without a higher exchange rate, or they can't get into the World Trade Organization without a higher exchange rate. All of those are lies, and they can. Walking stick question, do you think the tellers in Iraq have lower denoms? No. He's executive levels, yes. Samples and specimens and LDs only at executive levels right now. Frank 26 says there is no more guessing. The World Bank has just told the whole world Iraq is about to raise the value of its currency. Breitling says the inflation for Iraq is artificial inflation. You go back and look. How many customers did Iraq have back in the day? How much oil were they selling? What was the value of the currency back in those days? $3.22 value. How many customers do they have today? They have way more customers. They have way more production, and the price per barrel is more than in those days when the dinar was $3.22. It's not a market-bearing inflation, it's artificial inflation. They have more customers, they have a bigger reserve than they've ever had, one of the biggest in the world for the US dollar. That's the reality that you're looking at. You're sitting on a gold mine. All right, Militiaman says we've seen nothing but loans for salaries. Why? Because they haven't changed the exchange rate, in my view. Projects haven't been paid. Why? Because they haven't changed the exchange rate. Why? Because they need specific time, maybe. I'm not really sure, but everything comes cheaper once they change the exchange rate. Do they have a time frame for it? Of course they must. Alac said they're done commercially with the dollar on the 1st of next month. We're going to have to be cautious and wise and pay close attention. All right, Pimpy says, remember, Iraq is an importing country, not like Vietnam, who's exporting. They have room for the Iraqi dinar to grow. This will allow them to bring in goods from around the world to the Iraqi people. All right, Frank 26 says there's only one thing left on the CBI's and Sudanese part of the monetary reform. Bring out the new exchange rate and the new national currency that belongs to the Iraqi citizens and to their future. That's the one thing that's left. And lastly, Mountain Goat article, quote, parliamentary investment in development. The industrial investment law will be approved during this session. Quote, the industrial investment law has completed its first and second readings and is ready for a vote in the House of Representatives during the current session. This industrial investment law goes hand in hand with the revaluation of the dinar and rebuilding of the economy. You can see it all coming together, and 2024 will be explosive.